Hey there, what's up, everyone? This is Mark Dwong coming at you from Texas. That's right. So, I am at this point in my life where I am getting a little bit older. Health seems to be an issue. Well, not a big issue, but I am getting a little bit older, and I'm looking for essentially a new hobby. Something that can keep me healthy and basically consume most of my time and drain my bank account, as most hobbies do. So, what I did was I've always been into biking, specifically mountain biking, ever since I was young. So I've kind of figured now would be a good time to kind of get back into it. I've always bought used bikes because I didn't want to spend a whole fortune and not continuing the hobby. So I would like start for a couple weeks and then kind of get tired of it or just feel not so motivated anymore. So I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money investing in a expensive bike. So most of the time I would just kind of go on Facebook Marketplace and look for used bikes, something that is decent and that would essentially just kind of get me out there on the trails. But during this Black Friday, I came across. I was looking for a bike, an entry level bike that would be, you know, good on the trails. Like the blue trails that can go downhill a little bit. I'm not gonna do anything extreme or anything. Like again, I'm at that point in age where I don't want to risk a whole lot, because any kind of fall that would break a bone wouldn't be such a good thing. So I just wanted an entry level bike just to start off for now, and I came across, the Trek Marlin and the Specialized Rock Hopper, I believe. So those two are entry level bikes, and Specialized has always been around for a long time. Trek as well. So I looked into those, and the price point I was kind of looking at was around $600 to $800, and those fell into those two bikes kind of fell into the category that I was looking for. But then I saw a Black Friday deal on Mongoose at Dick's for $5.99. $5.49 for a. I guess I can go ahead and show you. So this is what I ended up with. It's a Mongoose. Yes, I know Mongoose is like not a Trek or not a Specialized, and at all places I bought it at Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, it's a lot of people might frown on that, but I actually did some research, watched tons of YouTube videos on this particular bike. This Mongoose comes in two different versions. There's a comp version as well as an expert version. The Black Friday deal was for the expert version was $5.49, which is well below the price point that I was looking at, and the comp version was $3.99, which is sounds like an awesome deal. So I looked into a little bit further, watching the YouTube videos, and they were describing the different components of this bike. The comp version, I would say, if you're just looking for a trail ready bike just to kind of do some light riding, I would go with that comp version for $3.99 just because when it comes to upgrading parts and components, you're very limited with the comp version. However, what drew me into the expert one was because the ability to upgrade components later down the line. A lot of the YouTubers were saying that the cork, to get a better ride out of the bike, they would suggest upgrading the fork later down the line if it's within your budget. Otherwise, just kind of stick with it, and because it's a coral fork, so it doesn't really give you the most comfortable ride, and they suggested going with an air fork. So that's probably something I would do later down the line. The expert version also gives you hydraulic brakes. So rather than having a cable brake on the comp version, this is a hydraulic line brake. So when you are pressing the brake, it feels very smooth compared to like an analog cable brake, right? The tires as well is a lot better. It gives you a more robust tread pattern on the expert version, and it's going to grip very well when you're on the trails. So the tires was an upgrade. And something with the mountain bikes I've noticed is that a lot of the mainstream mountain bikes nowadays have only a one disc system in the front rather than having the dual. So again, I don't know if this is an upgrade or whatnot, but I decided to go again with the expert version was because of this. It just adds less weight to the bike, and it just simplifies the system in general. You can see that there's disc brakes in the front as well as the rear. The nice thing about the export version too as well is that it has this clutch system where it provides tension to the chain right here. This is the clutch system right here. You can go flip it off or leave it on. And what the clutch system do is prevents the chain from bouncing around, hitting this part of the frame, you know, and essentially scratching it up. So that's what I liked about the expert version, because of the clutch system here. And it looks like this is a also ready to include a drop, I forgot what you call it, like that rod that allows the seat to drop posts is what they call it, I believe. It allows you to on the fly drop your seat, and there's cable management system that you can, that's already here for when you do decide to upgrade to that drop post. So what we're gonna do now is gonna go and load up the bike, get my helmet, my gloves, my gear together, get some water, and then we'll hit the trail. There's a trail about 10 minutes away. It provides, you know, 3 different trails, I believe. It ranges from easy to expert trails. So it was really nice, 10 minutes away. So I guess I'll see you there in a bit. So we have arrived. We are here at Northwest Community Park Dorba Trail, located in Frisco, Texas. Dorba stands for Dallas Off-Road Bicycle Association, so that kind of regulates the bicycle trails around here in the Dallas metro area. They kind of upkeep, you know, like the trails, make sure everything is in place so that for the safety of the riders, no one, you know, really hurts themselves. So they kind of regulates and they provides policy around the local area for all the bike trails. Any of the bike trails that's within regulation is promoted through that organization. So as you can see, there's a lot of cars behind me. It's a beautiful day here in Frisco. Lots of people pulling up. It's a little bit later in the day and it's a little bit warm. You'll probably find most of the people coming out here early in the morning where the weather is a little bit cooler. Actually, it's been pretty chilly lately. It's about like 50 degrees in the morning, which is really chilly for Texas. But yeah, we're here and I'm ready to go. So here we are, Northwest Community Dorba Trail, and we'll see. Take a look at the map over here. So this looks like there's 1, 2, 3 or 4 different trails. So like I said, Dorba sets up all the rules and policies for the parks. Yeah, some trail information here at each one of these mountain biking parks. Dorba. Let's do this. Oh, the suspension is not that bad. Oh, suspension way better than my probably 15-year-old Specialized. It's feeling good so far. Oh, nice, smooth, and quiet. Uphill a little bit. A little bit of an incline right here, going through some roots, switching back. Ooh. There's no one behind me. Gotta let them through. Man, it feels good to be out here again. It's probably been a couple years since I last hit this trail. I've been to this trail once before with a buddy of mine. Maybe twice. Hey, what's that? Kind of weird. Pretty new to mountain biking in general. Didn't really hit any trails until I moved here to Dallas about 4 years ago. I'm gonna scoot over and let this guy by real quick. Alright. Didn't want to hold him up, but yeah. Moved here to Dallas about 4 years ago. Let's see, there's bike Wolverine Ranger. Let's go Wolverine. Just because it sounds a little bit more dangerous. We're gonna actually put the bike to some real tests. Okay, down here, right here, some roots. Oh. Yeah, I rode my bike a lot when I was a kid, all the time, like we normally did back in the 80s and 90s. Oh, nice berm. Oh. Another berm. Oh, man, this is way better than my Specialized bike. A little bit more downhill. Oh. Sliding off the trails a little bit. I'm not sure if it's the tire or what, or the tire needs to be broken in, but it feels like it's a little bit loose. The tires. Let's see. Oh. All right. Gotta hit the brakes on these downhill turns. Oh. Alright. Oh, maybe I should have chose the Wolverine. Maybe a Ranger should have been it for me. But yeah, my purpose of putting this video together is basically kind of document my journey and experience through mountain biking now that I plan to take it a little bit more seriously, whereas before I don't think I was really motivated. I hope you all can go through this journey with me as I go through different parks, learn more about the bikes. We'll even do some videos about upgrades, the things I do to this Mongoose bike that I bought. Because I know there's a lot of average Joes just like I am who are getting into their golden years, or not necessarily golden years, but getting up there in age, and they want to find activities that would promote health. And so I encourage you to like, join, and subscribe my YouTube video. Okay, maybe I'll shut up for a little bit and go through the rest of this trail. In the beginning, I was a little bit nervous about the tires kicking out and not getting enough grip, but it seems like as I'm breaking in the tires, some of the surface wear of the rubber is coming off, and it seems to be gripping a little bit better now. I don't know how long this trail is. I love being out here, just kind of by myself, spend time to reflect on my life, you know what I mean? Just away from the noise, the stress in life. This is why we do it, right? And I don't know, maybe that's just the type of person I am. Once in a while I like to enjoy things on my own and not have the wife or the kids around. But actually most of my life I was like that. You know, I'm the type to not necessarily go to a movie theater by myself, but I like to go eat at a restaurant by myself for a quick meal sometimes, you know what I mean? Okay. It's a big climb right here. Whew, my legs are burning. I was previously a smoker too, smoked cigarettes a lot. So I've kind of quit maybe for the past 6 months, so trying to get that completely out of my system. I still vape once in a while, but try not to. Let's go to the Ranger. That's weird. It's like a refrigerator over there. Some bumpy rocks, wooden bridge. Oh, these roots are kicking my ass, hurting my ass. See, one of the reasons why I love moving to Texas, because the weather is nice almost year round. Even though it's like hella hot during the summer, during 9 months out of the year, you get this kind of weather. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now in the beginning of December. Crazy, 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 crazy. But the next time we do a video, I want to be able to go to Irwin Park, which is in McKinney, Texas. And by far, that is my favorite mountain bike park. And when we do the video, you will see why I love that place so much. I mean, if you had to put this park on a scale of between 1 and 10, I would put this at a 6, maybe 7, 6. Yeah, 6. Irwin would probably be like an 8. Actually, this would probably be like a 5. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, why is there so many bikes? Whoa. That's kind of cool. All these bikes. I'm not sure what this is all about. I guess it's just artistic feature of the park. Just to have a fence made of bicycles. Got some more over there. But yeah, we just came from there. This seeing this kind of made me want to stop and see what it was about. But actually, since we're here, I'm gonna take a quick break. So it's about 30-40 minutes into our bike ride. We've gone through a couple trails already. The first is the Wolverine, which is more of a intermediate. There's a lot of little, downhill and a lot of climbs that I don't think a child would be able to do. And then after we did that loop, I think it started to repeat itself, so I went over to the Rangers Trail. And the Ranger Trail is definitely more of a family trail. There's a lot of flat plains, a lot of turns and stuff, but it's fairly smooth. But as you can see in the video, along the way there were some bridges and stuff, and then there's some kind of ramps that you can kind of go over. Some bridges, mostly wooden bridges. But yeah, I'm just here to kind of recap what we've done so far. The Mongoose behind me, it's riding really well. It's nice, smooth, nice and tight. There's a few areas where I thought that the rear wheel or the tires would kind of kick out. It would slide a little bit, but I think that's just the rubber that needs to be broken in. But overall, I'm very happy with it so far. I was worried about how the fork was gonna feel, but overall the fork is feeling very smooth right now, probably because it's new, or I just don't know what an air fork or a better fork would feel like. But so overall, I'm very happy with it. I'm very pleased for the amount of money I spent for it. No complaints at the moment. Since we're only about 30-40 minutes into the ride, I'm sure there's a lot of more testing that I can do, a lot of different, more difficult trails I can go through to actually push the bike to its truest potential. And at that point, we'll be able to see where what parts or components that we would need to upgrade at that point. But overall, yeah, and just enjoying the next day. I'm gonna grab some water, and then we'll hit the trails again. Turn this upside down. Oh, I've never done that before. Oh. Ooh, that little jump was pretty good. Like, I've never was able to level it out the way I did right there. Normally it's like the front is so heavy it would just like go jump downwards. All right, we're gonna go over this one. Kind of crazy. Oh, nope, not going. Oh, that's a damn. No, it's outside. We're doing that. Oh, got some little air right there. Damn. I was never able to do that with my Specialized bike. Catch air anywhere. Wow, that's impressive. A lot of people are nice on the trails. Like that gentleman that I just drove by earlier said there was 2 additional people on the trail, so that I make sure to look out for them. The last thing I want is to run into anybody, you know what I mean? Cause any injuries. So that's the one thing about Doorbard trails, people respect the trails because they know they're gonna use it again, and they want things to be clean. Like, people don't throw garbage around. People are just really respectful, They like to spend their time, whether to hike or bike, and they want it to be clean for the next person to come, so that and also when they do come back, it'd be nice and clean for them. Just overall, everyone's pretty respectful. One thing I've noticed is that the more comfortable I get with this bike, I push it a little bit more in the berms. One thing I didn't really do before, I would just keep my two wheels on the trail, whereas some of these berms can actually help you maneuver through the sweeping turns. I guess generally that's what berm's supposed to do, right? Keep you on track without you kind of washing off the trails. Like you'll see up here, this is berm that I can kind of stay on the berm and it'll kind of swing me into the right direction without losing momentum, which is really nice. I mean, you'll see a lot more of these berms the more nicer or difficult trails. Oh, sorry. Yep. Also, when mountain biking, even though there's a seat for you to sit in on your bike, you don't always want to sit on it because it's gonna hurt your butt going all over these bumps. So a lot of times you're kind of just hovering over your seat like I am now. I love these berms. See, over these rocks I would want to get off my seat and kind of hover over it so it's not kicking my butt the whole time. Man, I haven't ridden a trail in like years. Getting a little tired. I wonder how much longer this trail is. To be honest, I'm ready. I'm ready to pack up. No, I don't know where we are. Oh, no. Downhill, hitting the berms. Oh, the brakes. Ooh, brakes are good. Got me a little squirmy there for a second. A little bit more of an incline. I think we're almost at the end of the trail. I believe this is it. I think this is the end. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I feel like such a wimp. Oh no, we're close. Not quite there yet though. I really enjoy making these YouTube videos for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you do, remember to please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll be sure to bring more adventures to you as we go through this journey of me and mountain biking. Oh, nice downhill right here. Be sure to be on the brakes. Oh, get off the chair and tapping the brakes. Nice berm right here. Carry the momentum. Oh, be nice if it was downhill though. Alright, so that pretty much concludes our ride for today. And right now I want to give you all my final thoughts on this Mongoose bike, which I purchased on Black Friday for a great price of $549 at Dickey's Sporting Goods. Overall, I mean, compared to all the used bikes that I purchased in the past that are anywhere from 15 years old, it was definitely a better experience. I'm not sure if it was new and the bike was properly tuned or whatnot, but the experience was great. There's nothing I can complain about, but this is really reasonable within my budget. It's what's it's great for my intended use, so I will continue to ride this bike and continue to rate it. Next time that we're going to hit the trails, I know this is the first time, we just wanted to get it out onto the trails and kind of see what it's capable of, but not necessarily push it to its potential, which would be next week when we hit up McKinney, Irwin Park, which is in McKinney, Texas. And I hope you all will tune in for that. Again, if you'd like to experience this journey of me learning how to properly get into the sport of mountain biking, please tune in, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.